In this first chapter of the new features of the Bonita modules, I am going to present you particularly how the evolution of BC allows you to follow the cases more effectively, the improvement of the interface to better predict the actions to be made, but also the evolutions brought to data recovery for ever more reliable statistics. But first of all, let me give you a little reminder about the particular values of our continuous improvement solutions with predictions based on the process mining. This solution is perfect if you have a long-running time process where there is a lack of visibility, and I have to say, based on my experience, that it is often the case in companies. The solution is a support to the human being by augmenting the employee, that is to say, by bringing intelligent information to the employee, to the person doing analysis, to help him in his decision. In normal times, these analyses require highly specialized data science skills, which have a significant cost. Thanks to BC, we can do it without it. The last 2 points are also very important. You can plug BC in your existing production environment without needing to stop it, and you don't need to edit the underlying process, and thanks to BC you are going to be able to recover the data already archived. So the addition of the module is simple and quasi instantaneous, and above all, you can already benefit from the first predictions in a few hours. Okay, so now let's see what's going on with Bonita Intelligent Continuous Improvement 1.2. As an operator or manager of a loan service, for example, you need to be able to quickly identify the actions to be taken. To make it easy to track the activity, we added a status bar, providing the predictions information graphically. As you can see, it includes the graphical indication of the start case, elapsed time, and target duration, for example. To allow actions to be taken once the status of the file has been identified, the interface contains a new tab as well, leading directly to the summary of the case in Bonita. No need to keep the 2 windows open in parallel. This interface is responsive, which will allow the operator to track on a tablet or even a smartphone. The operator needs to follow the activity, but we know that in order to improve, he also needs to have access to statistics. In addition to the case report already available in BC 1.1, BC 1.2 now has a report on the tasks available in the second tab. So you can navigate between cases statistics indicators and tasks statistics indicators. In this second tab, you can see a table on the task execution, which will give you a lot of information on tasks and help you improve your process. If you apply loops, you will have to be cautious, as they may decrease the efficiency and the predictability on the algorithm in case execution. I will show you all those improvements during the demonstration which will follow. But before going to the demo, I would like also to focus on the less visible but equally important improvements to the efficiency of the model, such as the boost polling mode, which is available now on PostgreSQL as well as Oracle, and which are available in the installer. This boost polling mode optimizes the first pulling time on the Bonita database, which will reduce the impact on performance in the production environment. Another improvement, the way to renew the HTTP certificate in BC is now documented. I invite you to read the document carefully on this subject, because it can be interesting for security reasons. Finally, a major improvement for the integration between BC and Bonita for users rendering. BC Living App now fully inherits Bonita's CCS theme. So you have a full integration on the user interface. I will now show you all this based on the example we have already taken in the previous chapters of loan applications. We chose this use case because it is a very common operational case and for which the integration of predictions in the process, in the operations, can bring a real added value. So, let me go to Bonita now. I will go back first to the administrator view and the monitoring. And I'll go to the process. As you can see on this chart, we have several ongoing cases in the process at different stages. For example, validate, write loan, sign contract, validate the contract. In our case, we have connected BC to Bonita so that we can predict which files are likely to be late in the regarding the target or which are already late, and help the operator to put the right priorities on his job, but also the head of the loan department to make decisions for his team. For example, reassign a case to avoid overwork, or, for example, make changes on the process along the way. Okay, so let's start by seeing how improvements on activity tracking can help the service manager. I'm going to the application that is available with BC, which is BC Operations Management, as you can see. Here you have the monitoring pages where you can see the cases that are going to be on time, the ones that are predicted late, and the ones that are already late. Here I will be interested in the files predicted late. And I can see that all my files at risk have less than 5% chances to be on time. And more than that, I have already cases that might be late. To learn more, I will see the details of my file to understand what's going on and try to take actions. I see that it started on the 25th of June, and normally I should finish this case in 2 days. I still have 35 minutes to finish, and I see that I'm at the write loan contract stage. If we go back to the portal to see where we are in the process, we can see that we are at this stage. So we still have to sign the contract and validate it. It will be difficult to reach the target. So what I can do now, because of the new tab added to BC 1.2, is analyzing the Bonita case overview. So this is coming from Bonita, and make sure that then I can take actions. If I want, I can come back to the monitoring interface very easily. If I need to do actions but I'm not in the office, the page is totally responsive, as you can see here. Let me just do as if I was on a mobile, and I can see here that everything is responsive. I can select the version of the process itself, and if I want to see details, I have a responsive interface. That's for the short-term actions, I would say, the monitoring actions. But if you want to do analytics to make sure you can improve your process on the long term, you also have the analytics view. As I told you, in BC 1.1, we already had the case indicators with graphics on the number of cases and the analysis of cases per month or per year, and the distribution of the case duration to make sure you can update and improve your process. But you also have here the task indicator tab with a new table which gives information about each task and which is more precise. That's all for today with BC. Now I will let my colleague Antoine tell you about Bonita Continuous Delivery. Thank you for your attention.